for us, for our relationship. You're not focused here. You're flying somewhere. This is the big problem.
Did I get up in the middle of the night?
This is the big problem. How to be in healthy relationship. Learn.
Imagine that. Your partner telling you to learn to be in a healthy relationship. Literally calling you toxic as F. That's crazy, man. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that Igor's wrong, but at the same time, he's wrong. And let me explain. He's not wrong because Nikki definitely comes with toxic traits. But at the same time, he's wrong because he's the one that chooses to be in this relationship. So therefore, he's a hypocrite to the relationship being toxic. Because if anything, if he feels as if she is somebody that has struggled with the idea of learning how to be in a relationship, then why the hell is he with her? But let's not forget, though, his opinion is based on cultural stuff. Obviously, based on his culture, he's going to behave a certain type of way. And based on culture, she's going to behave a certain type of way. And that's where the clash is right now with these two, amongst other things that are even bigger than the cultural clash. If anything, it's probably like the least of the issues. But either way, though, the way this guy's always insulting Nikki is hilarious because sometimes it's subliminal and sometimes it's just hella direct. But anyway, we continue.
For us. Not thinking only about yourself.
In our relationship?
Making your dreams.
Really?
Yes. Okay. Be here. Focus it. After I speak with the one, he tells me I need to be more man in this relationship. If I take in control the masculine part of our relationship, everything will be in balance.
It's actually quite wild, to be fair with you, because, you know, if you really think about it, this whole relationship so far, from what we've seen, especially from Igor's side, it has all predominantly been about the fact that Nikki's too masculine. That's what the whole relationship has been about for him, right? And now he's talking about how he now needs to be more masculine in the relationship for, you know, for it to go in the direction that maybe he wanted to go into. I mean, listen, there are truths to what he's saying, but at the same time, there are, how can I put it? It becomes more and more clear that as long as he knows, as long as he's known that she was born as a man, he's always going to have this issue of masculinity. He's always going to have this obstacle where he's going to be like, oh, you're being a man today. You're being masculine today. And he's never going to get over it. And the reason why he's never going to get over it is because he's not comfortable. Because if he was comfortable to be with Nikki, and he really did love her, and he really wanted her for her, well, guess what? He wouldn't be talking about these things. I mean, listen, we've seen other people before, you know, who have come on the show and who are transgender. You know, we had Gabriel, and I forgot the name of the woman that was with Gabriel, but she never really complained about the fact that he was giving her feminine vibes. That never happened. And then we had Cleo, you know, and she was a Christian, and Christian never complained about she had feminine vibes. And the thing with Cleo is that when you look at Gabriel, Cleo, and Nikki, Cleo didn't even have a transition. She still had the bits, if you know what I'm saying. So therefore, I guess, if anything, Christian probably had more reason to say, but she still gives me man vibes because she still got the ding-a-ling-ling-ling. He never said that, you see what I'm saying? So it shows you that clearly, obviously, when it came to Christian and Gabriel, Cleo and Gabriel, the partners they had were pretty much like, yeah, we want to be with this person. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that Christian will still claim that he's straight, but that's another conversation. Either way, though, when it comes to Igor, more and more, it's evident he's not attracted to Nikki. He does not want to be with somebody that is biologically a man, point blank, period. Because he's made this whole relationship about the fact that she's too much of a man's side. And the thing is, we can say that she has, but at the same time, though, he's saying that she's got too much of a man's side because she's too bossy. Just because she's bossy, it doesn't mean she has a man's side, because there's plenty of women in this world that I've come across who are bossy as hell. I mean, a lot of them want to be the boss. I mean, you know the saying, right? The woman's the one that wears the trousers in the relationship. So for him, it's more of a cultural thing, 100%. His culture is definitely something that has affected him, because in his culture, women are predominantly assumed to be submissive. We've seen it before with Andre and how he has behaved. He's always been the one that's been dominant, never wanted to be submissive. Igor is basically the same, as they're both from Moldova, right? So he's just not happy with the fact that he's with somebody that isn't submissive, because the question is this: if Nikki had been submissive, would he have still questioned, would he have still spoken about the masculine part? So at the end of the day, if you ask him personally, he's bothered about two things here. Well, probably more than two things, but one, biologically man, and two, because she's not submissive. And if anything, if she wants to behave like a woman, he's going to want her to behave like a submissive woman, not like a woman that is non-submissive. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, he uses it as kind of like, so for him, he thinks in his mind that the only reason why Nikki is not submissive is because she was born a man. So that's why he's always projecting the masculine side. You see what I'm saying? Whatever.
Again, I think virtual relationship is better way for you, because you can say how much you miss me. But here, I don't see that.
Yeah, he doesn't see it because when she's there, she's not giving him, you know, I guess the whole I miss you thing is a feminine thing, right? Maybe to him, whatever, right? Even though it goes both ways. So maybe he's like, oh, yeah. But when you're here, all you're doing is bossing me around. You're not telling me you miss me. Or when you're here, you're just trying to tell me this, and that. If you miss me, then that means you miss me to boss you around. I don't know, man. Listen, I mean, I do know, but whatever, innit?
Good morning. I do a lot of stuff after you. Breakfast, bed, some garbage.
Because I'm your guest.
But-
You're doing mostly everything. What are you saying, Igor?
With cooking, cleaning, he's accustomed to women. This is how they treat their men. And I'm learning. He obviously can't
Let's be real, you ain't learning nothing. You're stuck in your ways, end of conversation.
handle someone like me.
And I don't know if that's ever gonna change.
But I don't know, just something tells me like he's my soulmate and he's my perfect match. And
Let's just pause it there before I finish the whole thing there. Soulmate, perfect match. Where? Please let me know in the comment section. Where is the soulmate part? Where is this the perfect match part? I mean, maybe he is to you in your eyes, but I promise you are not to him in his eyes.
yeah, like, you know, we definitely need to learn a lot more about it. I don't know. I don't think I could do better than him. And I know he's not gonna do better than me.
So basically, Nikki stays in a relationship with him because she can't do better. Which is something that we've known anyway. That's been evident, to be fair. That's not even new news. Let's keep it 100, right? But then for her to come out, the audacity saying that he cannot do better than her, if that was the case, then he wouldn't be asking you for threesomes. If that was the case, then he wouldn't be sleeping around with his female friends this whole time. Because if you was that good, that amazing, he wouldn't even think about wanting to share you with another woman. He wouldn't even think about touching another woman. Point blank, period. If he really felt like you was the cream of the crop for him, the arguments that you have wouldn't even exist. They wouldn't even happen. Some people like to live in this mental space of delusion. And if they think that that is healthy, fine. Live in that space. Think it's healthy. But that healthy that you think is healthy, it's only going to last for a very small period. And then when it comes crashing down, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt hard. Not because of them. It's going to hurt hard because you was delusional to yourself. And you wasn't real to yourself. Because if you was real to yourself, guess what? This wouldn't be happening. Point blank, period. But nonetheless, really want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. We can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.